everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and today I am getting into the holiday spirit by doing one of my favorite pastimes, spray painting stuff from the garden. Now I have a holiday potluck coming up in just a few days, and I wanted to use all homegrown ingredients for the decorations. And I thought, where better to start than with some of the stuff that I'm doing rip outs on right now, including sesame stalks, last season's poppy pods, and beautiful cut flowers from limelight hydrangea. Now, in addition to those, I of course have these bird's nest gourds that I have started to spray paint in hopes of creating a really fun project for all my guests to be able to turn these into snowmen. So stay tuned to get some creative garden inspiration for the holidays right here from my backyard using a bunch of different spray paint. So I wanted to start by using these old poppy pods. These are one of my favorite things to use decorating, and actually all summer long I've used them just natural, so I think they're so beautiful like this. But because it's the holidays and I want things to have a little extra bling, I'm going to spray paint some of these in all silver, others in gold and bronze, and then finally a few in bright white. I think the combo is going to look really awesome. Well, what do you think? It's a pretty box of silver and gold poppies. Now, because of the color scheme of the house next door, which is where I am going to be throwing this holiday potluck, I thought it would be fun to kind of do a few things in really soft blue. This is basically like Carolina blue, so if you're not a UNC fan, just pardon me. I didn't pick it because of Carolina. I have no sports allegiances to anybody here in North Carolina. And I've never done a blue theme for Christmas, but I think this is a good year to start. Give it a try at least. I'm not gonna do this as densely because I want to still see some of the brown shine through. Just wanna give it the essence. And since these are hydrangeas, and not this species, but other types of hydrangeas, specifically mop heads, Hydrangea macrophylla, will have blue flowers if you're super acidic. It's almost like not too much of a stretch. And I have to say, I really like this just nod of blue. And I think I'm going to do soft blue, silver, and gold as the accents for decorating for the holiday potluck. All right, one down. Couple hundred to go. I've been back here doing some spray painting, some general arranging. This is pretty messy. I think I'll redo it once I get it into the house in preparation for our holiday potluck. And then over here, I wanted to show you. So I have all this golden rider leyland. This is what I use to fill up our fake Christmas tree. It's also how I manage that shrub to stay the size that it is, because Leyland cypress get enormous. And then I have a bunch of these bird's nest gourds that some I've spray painted white, and I'm gonna make these into snowmen. I think I'm gonna do the silver ones as snowmen too. I got a little creative with this one. I tried to touch it up and the paint kind of bubbled, but I thought it looked sort of neat, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Unique, homegrown holiday decorations. It's authentic. Well, I'm super excited for how the house has turned out for today's holiday potluck. And I want to show you the decorations because for me, that's really what it's all about. It's fun to have this empty house, totally unfinished, but it's a beautiful day. So we've actually set most of the eating space up outdoors. Let's go take a look so you can see my garden-inspired holiday decor. I think that my gourd snowmen turned out really cute. I put the silver ones in here. Of course, the spray painted poppies are always a good idea. And everybody will get to take one home. All right, the dessert room complete with a fancy chandelier we just got this week. Keeping it simple. Hopefully people will bring desserts. I'm not a baker, so I do have a pie and some cookies. A very loud music room, which I'm not exactly sure what it's for. I think it's pretty though. And then outside, this is the drinks table, which we might do auxiliary drinks in the music room, probably. And then you can see my snowmen on these tables. Turn them to face us. It was a really simple project. I was still feverish from the Moderna booster shot, so I did not record it. But I mean, I literally just used a Sharpie. You could definitely be more creative than that, but it's fine for my purposes. Big long table here with some spray painted hydrangea lime lights. And I'm actually using, you know what I love is that for the holidays, I can reuse a lot of the stuff that I used for the tomato tasting. Flip this around. And more of my little gourd snowmen. And some of my prized pine cones that I found in California and shipped back. So I think it's gonna be a fun day. And it's just a great time to celebrate the holidays with our friends and family. And there were two little pots that we just sort of stuffed with spray painted hydrangeas and other holiday decorations there and over here to give it a little extra up. The great news is the new windows went in on Friday, and next week the house is gonna get painted, so it's gonna look dramatically different. And David is starting to set up the drinks, which is always the fun part of our parties. Unaware of how much brown liquor we have in our possession. Well, I am wishing you and yours all the very best this holiday season. I hope you've enjoyed today's video and will find some inspiration from your own gardens to be able to bring in and use for your upcoming celebrations. And I thank you so much for watching and tuning in to all of my videos. You've each made this experience on YouTube extra special, and I look forward to sharing so much more from my Zone 7 Central North Carolina foodscape in the coming year. Take care, everybody, and happy holidays.